Man, but why did I get uglier when the video start? Chat. Nah, whatever. Alright, hold on, hold on, hold on. Ooh, that bit gonna fall. This bit finna fall. This is the most dumbest shit I ever done. Bam, alright. Man. Good morning, good afternoon, good night. Solitude Q. Wait, this is a video. I shouldn't be doing the intro like that. I did it for shorts. Boy, I'm drunk. Bro, we just gonna walk around. Walk around, do the little talk session. I just got off of work at like 8 in the morning. It's approximately like, let me see. It is 5:13 right now. I was finna say like 4:50, but you know what I'm saying? I mean, we got a summer. We got the Hoochie Daddy shorts on today. Let me show. Ooh, shit. It's hella, man. Mama. Mama. Oh my god. And it's the fit. It's the fit for today, chat. I know I look pretty fat right now, but it's okay. Fuck it, we bar. I'm getting more comfortable holding the phone, cause you know, we went through a stage where it's always like this. It's more comfortable like this, cause nobody. I don't have like one of them sticks like my homeboy Kurt do. I think he just got that shit. He just got like one of them little camera shits, cause like he don't do YouTube videos. He mostly just do like pictures for Instagram and for himself and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's more comfortable holding it like to the bottom. Yeah, but you know, it is what it is. Today, we're not doing nothing too special. We're just doing a little walk around because like it's hot in my house and I don't have an AC unit yet. I called my coworker. He said he got a dude that can give me an AC unit for $150. Still, I called him, hit him up. He's like, yeah, he's coming. He's coming. I gotta get off work. But it's going on 5. Maybe I'm being a little bit impatient since we just got off work. You know, so he drinks and stuff. So maybe you gotta get a couple hours of drinking. I don't drink. You know, I'm not old enough to drink, and alcohol and beer just taste nasty to me. You know? But anyways, yeah, we're gonna get a little AC unit. We're gonna throw. Well, I'm probably not gonna throw it. We're probably gonna sell it. Somebody can like use it for scraps or something. Yeah, we're gonna do that. Have AC unit in the car and shit like that. That's pretty good. What else? Oh yeah. I almost got like 3 grand from my braces, and then plus like the 1,000 that my mother said her company could give. So that's like 4 grand right there. I need like 550 for braces alone, and then for a whip, who truly knows? I'm thinking about just getting a hoopty. Honestly, it's the safer option, and insurance is pretty high for a teenager. So, cause we drive reckless, they say. Oh, another thing. What else? I think that's it. I stopped shaving completely. You can barely tell though, cause I don't go for shit like that. But I got a little goatee coming in. Got a little sideburns growing back in. I just stopped shaving completely, cause I'm sweating constantly. I don't want to get razor bumps, cause my hairs are coily. Gotta use a foil shaver or wax or near or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Since you got curly hair, it's a lot of things that you gotta attend to when you're, of African descent. Sunscreen, sunblock. Gotta take care of your skin. You gotta be more clean. You gotta be more cleaner. You gotta be more cleaner than the average person. You can't really skip on showers. You gotta make sure you smell good 24/7. Everybody should, but when it comes to people skin tone, it's just there's negative connotations of people that look like me that are dirty. So you don't you don't want to feed into that. So you want to stay clean. You gotta be extraordinary 2 times just to be normal. You gotta not influence, but you gotta, what's the word? I wouldn't say make. You gotta, would it be influence or show and here to facts. You gotta show other people that you're human. You gotta show them that you're human too, due to your differences. Convince. You have to convince other people that you're human. You got different dialects. You got different cultures and stuff like that, and a lot of negative connotation of anybody has been instilled in us for so long that something that is so common can still be negative. So just it's a lot of things I do that I really don't say anymore. Is that it's just common sense. You know what I'm saying? Keep your hands out your pocket, stuff like that. It's based on fear, but it also can help you stay alive, even though it's messed up to say that. But it is what it is. But we can't talk about that again. We can't talk about some real G shit today. And what is that? Man, boy about to get a whip, man. I feel like I don't know. I feel like I should be getting my whip first, but I don't care. But I'm already shooting for the braces. I'm not gonna switch on. I'm getting braces first. Cause my mom already has a whip, so I don't really go anywhere. But I feel like having a whip when I go back to school, that would be good. I mean, I still been practicing. I've been doing like sports on the side. I still been doing baseball stuff. I still been making sure my shoulder's good. I've been running routes, throwing the football here and there, going hard. But I don't really record it because I don't know. It's just everybody does it, so it's just not my cup of tea. I do a lot of things that everybody else do, so I feel like not everything needs to be recorded. Like the music, the artistry, because like, I'm gonna get to it, and then they procrastinate, and then you just never get to it. That's a problem I had pretty early out, and I started to notice that. But all honesty, it's okay. We do a lot of things for yourself and each other, but I feel like I know that most of their things can be good-hearted, but most of the time it's due to a dopamine rush. Like even if you don't even know what that is, you do things that make you feel good subconsciously. Maybe going on a walk, even if it's healthy or negative, going on a walk, maybe smoking or maybe talking to that certain person. You get a dopamine increase. Talking to new people, experiencing new things. That's why people maybe say if you didn't have a lot of attention when you're growing up, you try to seek, girl validation or validations from others that you barely know due to the fact that you didn't have any love when you were younger. I used to do that, but my people showed me love. So maybe, I don't know, maybe it was a different range. When I was younger, I was chopped cheese. I was ugly, but I was funny. I'm still funny today, but now I look a little better, so I'm funny. And I'm good looking, you know what I'm saying? Double entendre on some shit. Oh, those are not statues. Those are real geese. That's crazy. But yeah. When I was younger, I had a social media platform called Snapchat. A lot of people had it back then. I don't use it really anymore. Maybe I should. Nah, I don't know. Maybe that's not really the wave for real. But yeah, I had social media platform called Snapchat. I used to I thought that cut off the recording. Oh, good luck. I gotta stop doing things like pressing the side buttons, volume button. I gotta stop doing things that cut off the recording. I gotta get better with that. Yeah, I used to what I used to do? I used to have a story called Waters Creek's Journeys or Water Creek's Adventures. It's not Section 8, but it was an old neighborhood I used to live in. We used to do a lot of, I don't even say hood rat shit. We used to do a lot of dumb shit. We used to slap box, fight, ding dong ditch, steal packages, water fight, Orbeez fight. Oh, the worst is when it comes to any holiday that has to do with fireworks wars, fake gang wars. But I created a gang too, but my gang was pretty helpful. I used to take like all the kids in the neighborhood, make them do like remedial things, not remedial things, but like go to chores, clean up, take out trash. We just chill around the park. Our pool would never be open, so I was like, we'll go to a different neighborhood, walking out. And then we used to commute to another neighborhood called Cobblestone and shit like that, and then we'll get the kids over there to go play. Cause the range of kids were like, literally no bullshit. Okay, the range was pretty high, but it's like, the range was like 19, no bullshit, all the way to 5, and we're all integrated. We were all integrated in one big group. Some sections were cut off, like, cause I was pretty young when I was in the neighborhood, right? So I was like in like the 13 to 15 range. So I try to get with the bigger kids, but like we never really seen eye to eye, cause like he'd be like, "What the fuck does he know about?" You know, he's like, "You think you know everything?" Cause you know, I was I guess a little bit more aware of our surroundings and like what we had. I was like, "Dog, we gotta stop doing this dumb shit." He's like, "Stop with all this woke shit." He's like, "We do not want to hear that shit." But I'm gonna see if I can collect a couple videos. A couple videos back then. See if I can make like a collage. But I don't know. I might have to re-download the little Snapchat, but I don't remember none of my passwords. So like, that shit might be. I could delete Snapchat. That shit might be fun. I had like a bunch of videos, just a whole collage of it. None of the kids over there are there anymore, so like it's literally, it's pretty dead over there because everybody moved or died. So it's pretty boring over there now. The only people that's over there is like my aunties, my nanas. Yeah, all my aunties are over there. Maybe a couple cousins here and there, and like a random family friend that I don't know of that lives in an old spot. You know, my auntie, bless her heart, she's such a caring person. She always has a room in case her sons want to come back, or a family member or a cousin don't have a place to live. You know, say sometimes I don't got to pay rent. Like, she's just a kind-hearted person. I want to get her out that neighborhood so bad, but it's like, you know how, people be. Once you're like stuck in an area and it's pretty good and you don't really got to change, you don't really see anything higher than yourself, you know? I feel like once you get comfortable and you feel like you don't got to change, you don't want anything higher, you know? With me, I want a lot of things higher. I won't let anything stop me, no matter who or what it is. If you're trying to, latch me down because you think, oh, it's going to stop me, it's not. I swear, nothing. Because this call me selfish, but I always care for myself and my family, you know? But for me first, though, because sometimes, people do say, is it blood thicker than Is it blood thicker than water, or water? Yeah, blood thicker than water, or mud thicker than blood, whatever. Family members can be trifling sometimes. I don't want to come over here complaining and bullshit, but like, sometimes family doesn't have your best interest. Family doesn't have your best interest. Just people say you can slack off when you hit like 17 or 22. I mean, you can if you have the right tools, or you're just already set for life because of your family. You can do that. But if you're in the poverty line like I was, the worst thing you can do is bullshit. 17 to 20, 22. I'm 19 right now. I'm about to hit 20. Well, next year, but shit. Worst thing you probably can't do is go to jail, get a girl pregnant. Too late. I already did one of those. And but get some random hoochie scummy girl pregnant, and then she locks you down. But I don't let that affect me. I do what I do, take care of my peoples. But I still got a vision for myself to impact and be impactful to the world and something way greater. Cause you can be a so-called great person, but then be an asshole for everybody else, or you could be a bad person but be grateful for I guess humankind in some way. Cause some of the people who have done great, impactful things weren't really the best people, but that's not really an excuse to be an asshole due to your intelligence or how you made a great contribution to the world or the economy. Because if we strict everything off, right, and you're just a bare human, you're just an entity with no social constructs, no hierarchy. What are you anyway? Because we're all collective of things from the past, right? Me doing this is because I got an inspiration somewhere. Even though I hate getting inspiration, I want everything to be original, right? There's probably somebody way before my time that has done the same thing, just not with a phone. Maybe has written it down, called poets, philosophers, all type of things. So you really just gotta come to understanding that you will probably won't be the first to do anything, and you won't be the last. So obviously that's common sense, but you can probably be the first to innovate or evolve the thing that you're doing. You can be the first person to innovate music, because music has been around for ages, bro. Just sounds alone. And I want to innovate music. I also want to innovate art. But then you have like those subgenres, like the entertainment industry. Yeah, like entertainment is like one of the most potent things in this world. It's because entertainment can make you money. It can also cause pain. There's a negative and positive light to almost anything. Like working out, eating healthy. If you overdo it, you could ruin your body. If you overdo, you can lose your sanity. It's multitudes of things that you can do around. And I have to understand that, right? I was lonely at one point in time in my life, so I thought talking to a bunch of girls would help me. And boy, was I wrong. It caused me more turmoil than I thought it could ever bring. I used to just conversate with random girls on different social media platforms and get their insight on how they see the world. And then I used to write it down in a book, and I used to do comparisons. And I'd be like, maybe all girls aren't the same, but when it comes to similar ideas, it groups themselves. But you can say that for anybody. Boys too. Yo, those gooses look fucking disgusting. They look bad. They don't look well kept, bro. Damn. I seen a picture one time. It's like mating season. And it's like, this is a goose that doesn't mate, and this is a goose that does mate. And the one that was mating has a good glossy skin, glossy things all smoothed out and shit. And the one that wasn't, rough as hell. Rough. And then the dude under, he's like, see, this is what happens when you don't get no woman. He's like, and I seen that. That shit was kind of funny. Anyway, back to the serious topic. All right, guys, don't forget, I'm still a teenager, so some immature things are still funny to me, But don't be serious. You can't be serious every goddamn day, gang. And I feel like I'm just a broken record. I come down this neighborhood, speak something that's kind of deep here and there, but on surface level so everybody can understand. And then I go home, cry, eat, and I go to work, man. All right, and then this is gonna be another thing. I'm gonna go to school, see a school that wants me for academics, not just sports, right? Maybe go play for actually a team, not no remedial shit, for shits and giggles. Like, I actually try to play for a team. I feel like I got maybe a good 2-3 years in me. Maybe if I don't get injured, right, I get overlooked, or I get to be on a practice squad for like the NFL or MLB. You know what I'm saying? Get a little practice squad or something. I get there, maybe have a mediocre 5-year run in the professional leagues, and then I retire with how many kids? I said 125. I only got one right now, so I'm thinking I'll probably have if that 5 right now. If I don't do no goddamn MC Hammer shit and blow all my money, right? Save it up, invest. I hate when people say invest. That's just a vague shit to say, invest. Invest in what, motherfucker? Where it be like, I got my phone, okay. Do you even know how to set that bitch up? Oh, I'm in the stock market. I'm in the economy. Like, all those buzzwords, I feel like not a lot of people understand half of those, right? I understand it to a degree, but I don't know the ins and outs of everything. When somebody says it, I'll be like, okay, I understand. But I'm like, I don't know, that seems kind of iffy, right? When they be like your GDP or your stocks or marketplace, all that, and then inflation and all that. I understand it to a degree, but not as much, because I just got in to a real workforce. Like, I still haven't, taxes. I still don't understand it fully, but you know, there's like a website where you can file your taxes and then, you know, help you, or you can do TurboTax. That's a scam. They overcharge you like a motherfucker because everybody's too stupid to understand that taxes are truly easy, and I'm one of them. So yeah, I know this conversation might be a little bit boring because I'm in the adult land. I was in the adult land when I first started YouTube. This is about to be our 11th month, almost about to be a full year on YouTube. And you know what's crazy? Full year of YouTube, making 6 months of making music and shit, and still hasn't dropped anything that has been noteworthy. We only got a couple songs on YouTube, a couple songs on SoundCloud, but they keep on getting copyrighted because of the beats and stuff. So I'll make my own beats. They get copyrighted too because I sample something. I tried to make a beat out of my straight just acapella, right? And that shit got copyrighted. I'm like, yo, why is everything getting copyrighted? Shit. Honestly, should I? I'm getting goosebumps. Oh yeah, bro, I'm gonna set you up. See how this is what we got on today, bro. Talk to me. Saying it. Where should I put you? Should I put you right here? This is a 20-minute video already, gang. And what have we been doing? Walking and talking, chilling. I feel like as a teen, you should be walking more, you know? You shouldn't be getting indoctrinated to stay inside 24/7, you know? Even though, you know, we're going through, I feel like we're going through a recession of just, not intellectual, just a recession of emotional people and a recession of caring about human beings, you know? Like, the workforce, it's getting there, but, like, they still treat you like dog shit. Like, the place I work, it's semi-okay. But sometimes they don't let you eat. They don't let you take full breaks. You gotta fight to get your breaks. Like, that's what unions are for. Like, I got a couple, cause I'm like the youngest. I'm pretty sure I'm the youngest, cause I just turned 19 a month ago, cause I turned 19 June 5th. So like everybody see me as a baby. It's like, bro, you're like 2 years old when this song come out. What you know about that? And it gets annoying, but it's whatever. I got one dude. He's not from here. He was from the union. He's like, some of this shit shouldn't fly, you know. Cause you know they treat us like subhuman sometimes. Not a lot, but you know I don't want to complain. I don't want to say what my job's from, so I don't get fired. And if I get fired, then I won't be able to feed myself or my family. You know it's a recurring rat race. But you know it get better though. It get better. It's either I gotta take off. Listen, a lot of people be like, you can't get nowhere if you're not bouncing a ball or you don't got a mic in your hand if you're a black boy. But you gotta think though. That's not a good thing, but it's also a semi-good thing. That means, you know, I guess since you're a black boy, you're more creatively inclined or athletically inclined to be entertainment. But at the end of the day, we're all entertainment in some way or some way, shape, or fashion. Some way, shape, or form, we're entertainment. You know, this is semi-entertainment, entertainment, even though it could be, informing some people. It also could be entertainment. A lot of people be like, what the fuck are you talking about? Nigga, you just yapping, you know? You know, you just I don't know. Damn. You just gotta figure out what's your MO. You gotta figure out like what you got. I'm sorry, I had to let my hair breathe, bro. This cat was suffocating me. You gotta figure out what truly makes you happy, you know? But I feel like a lot of people are just copying other people because they don't know what they are, you know? Or what they want to do. And I was the same way. That's why I'm already on 20% battery, bro. Damn, bro. That's why I feel like, that's why I didn't want to do YouTube because so many people did. I was like, well, if so many people are doing it, what's the point of me doing it? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, on some shit. You know what I'm saying, bro. And then when it came to music, I was like, why do music? I love music. I want to evolve music. I want to be my own subgenre of music. But I'm like, why do it if so many other people doing it? There's so many eyes on everybody. You got to figure out how to get your spotlight. You how to get your 10 seconds of fame, you know? And then when it came to sports, I was like, damn, why do it if everybody else is doing it, you know? And I was like, I wasn't getting any big offers. I wasn't really known because I started late. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, well, why should I, you know? I still want you now, but I was like, am I doing it for the right reason? Not gonna lie. I don't know. Ever since, like, nah, that's too deep. Yeah, a lot of people that I used to talk to from high school and my trade school, they don't really talk to me anymore, which is okay. It's understandable. A lot of people that I thought were my bros, because we connected on football, or shit off Instagram, or just like creative and inclined. A lot of them unfollowed me, stopped talking to me. I did wonder why, but I was like, I'm a grown ass man. I can't let that feel like, what I'm saying? And kept pushing. I feel like a lot of people are disconnecting from me because I don't reach out first, and I got like a big boy job. Not saying it's a flex. I'm like, I got like a job that like adults do, so they probably think we won't relate anymore because he's like, you're not doing what we used to do together. You're doing like a regular job now. You're doing big boy shit. So like, I feel like we wouldn't relate. That's why I felt like. But at the same time, I feel like if that's really your bro, they wouldn't stop talking to you. They wouldn't unfollow you on that. But social media is just a game, so I don't even care. But like, it's still low key. It kind of threw me off a little, TT. Cause like 4 people have done it, and I'm like, damn, did I do some weird shit? Did I do some quirky shit that just threw them off? Cause lately I've been, I used to be a shy person, especially when it came to cameras. So now what I try to do is I try to talk to a lot of fans. Anybody that's in my request, I try to answer them. But if it's just like you just trying to talk to me on like a relationship wise, I'd be like, it's just not it. Boy or girl, so I'm like, nah, it's not it. Don't try to flirt with me. I'll take the compliment here and there. But if you want to talk about anything, I got you. No, you just want to give me a compliment and keep it pushing. I understand. Because a lot of people are conceited. If they know they look good, they become conceited and arrogant, and I hate that. Because I used to be the same way. I was becoming very narcissistic just because I got a little bit of fame, And I honestly think that was some lame shit. I'm not gonna lie, I got a Gatorade in the refrigerator right now, sitting, probably chilled as hell. But I was gonna save it for work. But at the same time, I'm grown. I'm 19. I'm gonna say it. F word, bro. Fudge word. I'm just buying another Gatorade. We only got enough bread for a car and the braces, bro. Once I get my braces, I'm gonna be smile. I hate my smile. You know what I'm saying? But like once I get my braces, I'm gonna be smiling like I got grills in them, bro. I swear to you, I am. If I was a little bit younger, I'm young as shit. But like if I was younger and I was doing YouTube earlier, no lie, I'd probably be rolling up a spliffy right now talking to y'all, smoking one. But like I feel like that kind of like indirectly eliminates all my credibility just because I smoke. I'm not saying if you smoke it eliminates your credibility. I just feel like I won't connect to a broader scale if I was smoking on there. I don't smoke. I don't drink anymore. I just work out. I try to. I don't want to get big. I just want to be athletically fit, and I want to be flexible. That's it. I want to be able to touch my knees when I'm like 30. Not 30, that's young as hell, like 70 years old. I want to be able to bend and all types of stuff. So I'm trying to bulletproof my knees and my elbows and my rotator cuffs. Because this shoulder's fucked. My lower spine is fucked up. And yeah, one of my knees is messed up pretty bad. But hey, bro, it is what it is, bro. I told one of my friends, I want to get back in sports. He's like, you want to college? He's like, bro, you got a messed up back, a fucked up shoulder, and a bad knee. Ain't nobody wants you. Ain't no high school. He's like, ain't no good school, ain't no good university won't want you, dog. He's like, yeah, I got a couple of. He's like, nah, bro, them shit's probably done. He's like, best you can probably do is do that little weak ass JUCO route, but I doubt you gonna make it because you know what I'm saying. I probably could. He's like, or leave South Carolina and go to Kansas and go play ball. But I'm like, no, bro, it's too far. He's like, yeah, man. I got a son now, so I can't be too far from him. He's like, gang. He's like, gang. No bullshit. Fuck that cat. Like, whoa. He's like, whoa, I like chill, gang. He's like, no, big bro. The thing that girl did to you is, if a boy did it to her, she'd be in jail. She would be dead, twin. Now she trapped you with a child that at the time you wasn't even ready for. I feel like if you're impoverished, you shouldn't have a kid. I feel like that's child abuse in some manner speaking. If you can't feed that kid, you shouldn't have that baby. You know what I'm saying? He's like, gang. She dumb older than you. And we had no job, and she just thought, well, maybe if I do this, it'll save what we had. I was like, bro, forget it. It is what it is. It ain't is what it is. Because if the roles were reversed, that motherfucker would be in jail. I'm like, hey, man, it's whatever, bro. I lied, she lied, whatever. It's like, bro, yeah, she should be in jail, so I'm like, whatever, bro. You know the full story, you got to be unbiased. I messed up. She messed up. Yeah, well, they keep it pushing, man. He's like, but you hate your life now. I'm like, yeah, but hey, man, you gotta figure it out, bro. A lot of things can do a 180, bro. Don't become biased due to your life experiences, because like, say if I have a bad life experience, I shouldn't portray that and push it on you due to the fact that it makes me feel bad, you know. She'd be like, oh, you should never eat cereal. I choked on cereal one time. I had stale cereal. You should never eat it, you know. You shouldn't be doing that, you know. Let people figure out what they like. Because I wasn't a good dude. Still not a good dude. I try to be, you know, I want to be realistic. Not a lot of people do things just to be good, you know. I might wrap this up at 50 minutes. I don't even think I got 50 minutes on this phone because it was just 20. And you know, this iPhone 17 is good and all, but that bit do run hot sometimes, bruh. It runs hot as hell. Let's get serious, bro. I mean, we already got pretty serious, bro. Whoa, damn. My fat ass trying to get in this goddamn motherfucking shit. Should I put you? There you go. Damn. Oh shit. Yeah, man. Excuse me, that was nasty. But yeah, man. Life's getting pretty seriously. A lot of people told me 18 through 22 is gonna be like your worst years of your life, and I was like, nah, it's not gonna happen to me. And I did the one thing you wasn't supposed to do, you know. So yeah, it's pretty sucky. I'm not gonna lie. But I feel like that's a canon event, you know. On some Spider-Man shit, like it gotta happen. But I can't complain. Still got a roof over my head. Still eating food. I'm getting big. That construction shit getting me nice and toned, you know, getting a little chunky. You know what I'm saying? I'm like 150 now, so that's pretty good. I'm holding off on the tats. I'm getting lighter now. I'm using some soap, some turmeric soap to get my pigment, my pigment back. Got my skin pigment back. You know what I'm saying? So that's pretty good. Oh my lord, that. Anything else? I'm just really just chilling. I'm just trying to figure it all out. Aren't we all? We are, man. We all are. But I just can't wait to get this whip. Because once I get this whip, we're going to be all over South Carolina, bro. We're going to be in Beaufort, all types of stuff. Greenville. I told y'all, once I get the whip, we're going to be making videos and shooting music videos, all type of places. And I still got to buy more equipment like mics and shit. Yeah, but we're going to be all over. I feel like the reason I'm so mad because I want everything fast, like how like some rappers or some artists just got one big song and after they blew off of that, bro, they kept on going. I need that. That's what. But that's kind of unrealistic, you know, because everybody's doing what I want to do. So like, at some point you got to understand that you're not the main character of where you're only the main character of your life, you know. You're not just some mystery dude that can just push through it. So you gotta have like a understanding that yes, the world can be in your hand. Yes, the world can revolve around you in some instances, but you gotta think there's other people in this world that are 10 times better than you or 10 times worse. So what makes you different from them is what? You know what I'm saying? You gotta figure that out. I don't know yet, you know. I gotta figure it out too. Talent comes in so many shapes and forms. I just don't want to be watered down talent that only does like shitty commercials and shit like that. You know, I don't want to be goddamn Z-list celebrity that's only known for like. I'd rather be a S-tier celebrity or a super duper niche famous like music and YouTube artists, you know what I'm saying? Not a lot of people know. I feel like niche has been overused. A lot of terms in the word has been overused due to the social media, due to social media. A lot of things have been overused. But yeah, that's the only two ways I want. I want to be global or just so small, but I got enough money to the point where I'm stable and I don't gotta work a day in my life, and neither does my family, you know? That's the only two ways I really see it, man. Damn, bro, my forearm's been getting big. But yeah, that's the only two ways I really see it. I gotta put one leg out, bro. I'm finally growing, but I was like, yeah, but still, I'm getting pretty big, man. And some of my views you won't truly understand until you're in the shoes, you know. But you gotta feel like I can't fit in your shoes because your shoes are too big or they're too small, you know. Try to put your foot in somebody's shoes, you might get blisters and bruises because you don't know the rules of their life, you know. You don't know the do's and the don'ts. The lady washing her clothes, struggling to pick up a bag, I would ask her if she needs help, but the day and age we live in, that look kind of weird. You know what I'm saying? And she's, you know, I'm a buff black man with locks. She probably, she's looking at me right now, actually. Oh, she lives right there. That makes sense. But, don't judge a book by its cover, but you still got to use your inferences to understand what the book's going to be. Don't you look at the cover to get some type of understanding of what it is. That doesn't mean it has to be negative in some type of light, Not every day I'm going to have something spiritual or nice to say, and not every day is going to be negative. I am a human being at the end of the day, so my opinions and my emotions shall fluctuate due to the environment that's around me. But one thing you can do is don't let that affect you to the point where you become a hateful person. I don't want to become like my father and just become a bitter and hateful person. Just like my mom. And they're both pretty bitter of the past, and, I try not to be. But, I'm not really a good person, so being bitter is not the best option. Also not the worst, but, I'm just trying to better myself. Just like, honestly, I'm just trying to better myself. Like, I'm too selfish to try to raise another person, another human life. Like, that's just not me. Like, I want to someday, but, like, I'm 19, but fresh out of high school game, about to go to college. Like, I don't know, it's just not me, and somebody making that decision for me is so selfish. Even though I want to be selfish, that's so asinine. It's so idiotic to think that maybe this will help. Like, you're forcing somebody that responsibility. That's like, I don't know. That's pretty dumb. Pretty careless too, and then that's how the recycle of poverty stays in the black community. The shit that people do is just so dumb. They say pick up your responsibility, and then you're in an endless cycle of poverty, and you just can't get out because you picked up a responsibility. Everything you do or everything you say is built off another person's idea. This phone, somebody's idea. I already been over this, but everything I'm talking about, everything that I'm wearing and stuff like that is just somebody else's idea. There's a white dude grilling right now. Yeah, it sucks, bro. Honestly, it sucks. I just wonder, where am I going to be with them? Like, I honestly didn't make it. I don't think I was going to make it past fucking 18 game. First, I didn't know if I was going to make it to 13. And then I didn't know if I was going to make it to 18. But now we're here, 19. If I can make it past 21, I don't even want to wish that on you. But when I make it past 21, I hope it's better than what it is now, gang. I hope we not flipping house to apartment. We're stuck in an endless cycle. We ain't, the mindset is better. Not doing any drugs, not doing any alcohol, controlling my lust, stuff like that. And I'm not being indoctrinated by, any other person, or just trying to, run my way through religion, thinking that's gonna help, We all got our way to grieve, and we all got our way to understand things. But the one thing you have to do is understand is, how can I be a person that is not just trying to better themselves, but also understand, why am I doing it? Am I just doing it because it makes me feel good? Am I doing it because it's a positive reason and a positive way to get my dopamine high? Or am I just doing it just to do it? A lot of things I do, subconsciously you do it for a dopamine reason. Subconsciously I do the same thing, but sometimes I just do it just to do it. You know? You don't have to be a good person to get to the homes. You don't got to be the most outstanding dude to to follow the law. You know, I feel like a lot of people, if it came to it, would be an asshole if they had the power and the money to do it. You know. You know, a lot of people are like, well, if I had the money, I'll end world hunger and cure cancer. Half of that stuff is already done. It's just that they're trying to figure out what price they can sell it for to put it to the public. You know what I'm saying? Most of the stuff is not even conspiracy. There's ample amount of studies that shows most of the stuff that we so-called can't cure has already been cured before in some way or fashion. You know what I'm saying? Not from some mystery plant or fruit, but it has been studied and hypothesized in every area. You know, a lot of stuff that we do has already been figured out. It's just we haven't got it yet. You know, not just America, this whole world. The whole world is behind a couple centuries in some way. You know, and that's not just some random theory or some weird behind voodoo Gilgamesh MacGuffin type of thought process. Is like most of the stuff has already been made or has been broken or hidden. You're just trying to figure out a price to sell it to you. Everything is for financial gain. You know, I'm doing this because I love it, but also maybe one day I can get a financial gain from it. You know, because at the end of the day, we do a lot of things to survive. But I feel like if we didn't have this big world, this big thing called capitalism, we would be bored. You know, we will become savages again. You know. That's why we doing so many things for entertainment. You know, like streaming, YouTube, music, all that, boxing, fighting, art, everything is something for a dopamine rise. You know, it can be a distraction, but it could be good. You know, a lot of things are a distraction due to, you know, the most powerful people that are mainly unknown doing crazy things. You know, you don't have to be some conspiracy theorist to understand that. We have been told the most craziest things about what have the rich have been doing, and nothing has changed due to the fact that we're too scared or we think we can't do anything about it. You know. And I can preach and preach all day about it and not change a thing. You know, my opinion really does not matter until I hold some type of power. So, like, you know, you can complain. That's like complaining about a cheeseburger that got ketchup on it and you wanted mustard, but you don't go up to the man who made it and be like, change it. You know, you just eat it and you shut up instead of trying to figure out why he put ketchup instead of mustard. You know. You know. I was raised in a toxic family. You know, I haven't done wrong. I trusted people with some secrets that have been told to others, and it made me hold hatred towards them. I don't hold any hatred towards them now, but I don't see them as anybody that should be a part of my family. If I tell you something and you tell somebody else that truly, you know, was a burden to me, and I try to give you, you know, the benefit of the doubt, you're done. I don't care how many stars you give me, how many, ooh, it was an accident, or she asked me, I don't care. You're no longer, you're disowned, you know? And whoever relates to you is disowned too. Call me petty if you want. Just trust me, you know, because I used to be a heavy liar because I didn't want to hurt anybody's feelings and I didn't want to be that kind of guy that picks sides. I was trying to be fake neutral. Neutrality is one thing I used to talk about a lot. I hate that spiritual shit now because my dad talks about it, man. Just, that nigga pissed me off. But, you know, sometimes you gotta figure it out, bro. I don't know, bro. I feel like I'm going back and forth when it comes to these videos. I have over almost 600 videos, and not everything's the same. Not every topic's the same, but it in a simplistic way, it kind of is the same, you know. Everybody wants to be financially stable. Everybody wants to be left alone. Everybody antisocial. Everybody is this main character. I'm so different. I just do things differently. I used to say the same thing, still do in some areas of fashion. Everybody is just this black sheep of their family. You know, everybody's special in their own type of way, in their own fashion. So you just gotta be like, damn, bro. If everybody's special, then who's normal? Who wants to be normal? The everybody wants to be below average or above average. Nobody wants to be average. And if they are, they're picking and choosing what they're average at. They use their sympathy points or they try to make you empathize with them. It's a weird thing. Psychology is a crazy thing. That's what I want to study. But I won't. I don't have any academic scholarships. I only had athletic scholarships. Oh, and my shit's at 10, gang. Should we start heading to the house? I was gonna make this a whole hour, but I mean, if it's at 10, I feel like I could probably still make this an hour. Cause it just said 10. We're already at 45 minutes. I gotta start charging my phone more, bro. I have so many connections with everybody, And I feel like some of those connections were surface level due to the fact that I was guided by my heart and my bodily autonomy, I guess. I don't know. A lot of people don't like being told what to do because of their bodily, because it feels like you're taking their autonomy away. Is it body autonomy? Basically, it makes them feel subhuman when somebody gets told what to do. I hate that too, but like, if it makes me get some money, I do what you say, as long as it's not immoral. You know what I'm saying? You want me to pick up this 130-pound form and make some goddamn concrete slabs for an airplane and shit? For sure, I'm gonna do that shit. You want me to do it in the heat and get no breaks? Yeah, I'm gonna do that shit. I'm gonna complain about it. I'm gonna bitch and moan about it, but I'm still gonna get it done. This concrete shit, bro. This airport shit has been. I ain't gonna lie, I've been getting big, bro. I'm seeing my shoulders been getting rounder, my forearms been getting bigger. I've been getting taller, bro. I don't know, man. I'm getting back in like athletic shape, just eating what I want, drinking hella water, sweating it out, and then just lifting heavy shit all day. And I'm not even running anymore. I'm just jogging and walking. It's been getting me in shape. I don't know, bro. I guess ever since I got a so-called this real man's job, blue collar shit, is making me get big. I kind of like it though. I don't know if I want to get a tattoo yet, and so I'll get a tattoo when in winter. So, cause I see one of my boss, bro. He was my skin tone when he was younger. He got darker. You can barely see his tattoos. I'm like, yeah, I'm waiting. I'm wait until it gets super duper cold to get my tattoo. I was supposed to get my tattoo on my 19th birthday, but I flaked. I didn't have any bacon back then, so I flaked that. So. But yeah. I don't know if I'm finna make any TikToks with this one. I might cut a couple snippets, put some music on it, and call it quits. I honestly don't know. But my hair has been getting longer though. You haven't seen that? Hair has been getting longer. You know what I'm saying? It's about, I got a little bob, semi-bob. The freeforms have no longer freeforms. We got section now, as you can see. That's why this is my longest lock right here, and my shortest lock is up here somewhere. Probably this one. I was stressing a lot, so I used to pop my locks off when they were pop my freeforms off when they were super thin. But yeah, man, it's about to be a full official year with locks, man. I did it for the wrong reasons. First, I did it because someone I think an ex-partner said you should do it because you like messing with your hair a lot, but you don't like doing it, so you should just get locks. I was like, yeah, I was thinking about it, and now I got it. Now I look like every generic black dude, but it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I like them though, cause I feel like they fit me. Mine's was a freeform setup into locks, so I still got freeform stats and lock stats. My shit's like a mixture. I don't know if I ever dye my hair. I'll dye my hair when it gets to my shoulder and I get to trimming and shit like that. That's when I'll dye it. Anything else, not dyeing that bit. I don't know what I should call this. Oh, I know exactly the word I should call it. I know the title of this video and I'm not gonna tell you. I don't even know what the description gonna be. It might just be like, I don't know. But today I saw something that said I hate rant content. I was like, damn, do I kind of do that? I kind of do that on YouTube. So I'm like, fuck, damn, they hate that. I'm like, damn, that sucks, bro. I kind of like that, you know. I do that. It's like sort of my hobby. Everything is like for a financial gain. Like why everything has to be lucrative? I hate that. Like hair, your eyes, everything just got to be lucrative in some way, because why not? Yeah, once I get home, I'm finna down that Gatorade. I do not care, bro. I almost caught a bad cramp at work. Even though I was late, like almost 4 hours, caught a bad cramp. I'm off tomorrow, so we might make some music tomorrow. We might just sleep it through. I don't know. The person I wanted to talk to today ghosted me. The person I was supposed to meet up when they came back from where they was at ghosted me. I don't know, man. I've been getting ghosted a lot, which is okay. Either it'd be like, you're not what I thought you were. You know, they probably thought I was just some mysterious dude due to how I post, and they found out otherwise, and then I got ghosted. You know, which is alright. They already had this preconceived notion of how I would act and how I'd act towards them, and then once I didn't match that, you know, I got ghosted. So that sucks. But you know, it is what it is. But you know, it's weird because like a lot of them, they still like my stuff, or they still like comment under my stuff, or they still view my story, but they don't text me or call me on. Oh, it's weird. Yeah, my phone is like on its last leg, buddy. Hold on, let me check what the percentage looking like. That motherfucker at 7. That motherfucker at 7. You think it can make it to an hour? I mean, it's gonna take a little minute to get back to the crib, so. Well, I got a bird. That was 6 chicken tenders and 2 scoops of fries right there from a place called Honky Tonky. No lie, that's what it's called. Oh, Honky Tonky Saloon or some shit. I don't know. That's what it's called again. But once I get this hoopty, I ain't gonna lie. If I got enough money, I might customize the hoopty and shit and make it like my personal shit. And they be like, oh my god, that's Solitude's card. You be like, his bust up hoopy, you know? Hoopty and shit. Or I might actually like save my bread and then get the card I actually want. You know what I'm saying? I don't know yet. I clean the camera, not the full screen, so I can see me clearly. But yeah, man, I've been getting older, man. I got a little mustache, got a little goatee. I'm a dad. I want to dad, but you know, so dad. Still ain't tell my dad I'm my dad, because I want to hear his mouth. Gotta figure it out. Fuck the clout. Shit. Bro, that rooster over there is like so fucking dumb. I don't know. But, I don't know, bro. Hey, the dude that comment on my videos, shout out to him. Shout out to Jojo Monkey. Yo, those are the 2 troopers. Once I get big, well, I'm gonna have to I don't know if I should find the Martinez dude and the Jojo Monkey dude, but those 2, real troopers. Like, once I get some money about myself, I'm gonna find y'all, and we gonna go to Shake Shack or some shit, if I'm still in South Carolina. Like, your biggest supporters will be strangers, not your family, which is crazy. I think these people are lost. No, I don't think they know where they at. Cause they looking around and shit. Yo, these Air Force is too small, bro. I gotta get like a 12 at this point. Yeah, cause these young smushing my feet up. I gotta get my feet done and my nails done. It's mainly for work, cause you know the shoes I wear and shit like that. But yeah, I gotta get my feet done. I mean, like, get my toenails clipped so I can get my ingrowns out. Shit like that. Cause I used to wear tight shoes and tight cleats a lot. Ay! I hear you, big bro. Keep playing. I'm gonna make you some chicken tenders. Is that a rooster? I'm pretty sure it's a rooster. No edits. Listen. If you love my content, you should, because like there are barely any edits in there. It's just long form content of me just yapping. But like once I get a camera, I ain't gonna be doing no edits or no shortcuts or anything like that. But I might try to do like smooth transitions where we're like, or like tiny little montages of us driving to the places with like my music in the background, or like some jazz like do 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 do, and I have the camera in the back while I'm driving or some shit. We might add that into the bag. Bro. I don't know. I don't think I have enough confidence to do any concerts, bro. I feel like I'll throw up if I see a stage. What the hell? Bro, in the e-bike. Bro, in the e-bike with his daughter. That's dope. I don't know if y'all can see. I don't think I flipped the camera fast enough. But yeah, bro. Bro's on his e-bike with his daughter. That was so dope. Alright, bro. Don't die on me, bro. I know my phone got like 4 more minutes on me, time. My shit at 5? Bro, it can last 4 minutes. If it can't last 4 minutes, this phone's dog shit. I can't wait to get my braces. And once I get my braces and my teeth straight, I'm gonna whiten my teeth. I might bleach them. Cause I got internal staining. That's what my dentist told me. Like there's no type of toothpaste or natural stuff that can fix that. Like I gotta get that like done by a professional. Cause I was born with internal staining for some reason. Yeah. I thought it was like years and years. Cause I used to love sweet tea. I thought it was just years and years of sugar and me drinking sweet tea and nothing but water, bro. Back then my skin was super clear, but that's probably because like I was young, and like young you got a lot of cells you can just that die off real quickly because they keep on growing up. But as you get older, it starts to slow down, you know. So like you can't do the things you used to do. So it's good to like build up your body while you're young, so you won't be all old and frail in your early 40s. Like, and my father, yeah, he's pretty mobile for like a 40, 43, 45-year-old. My mom, she's pretty mobile even though she's overweight, and she's pretty mobile. I got good genetics. I'm just short as shit. Hey, man. Bro, this is the area. I'm not even gonna say it. I'm not even gonna jinx it. But this area gives me a lot of PTSD due to 4-legged creatures. We're almost at the mark. All right, 59 is when we trying to stop that hoe. Another hour video. I feel like I'm getting back into the groove of things because I'm making more hour videos, and I'm not just stalling or repeat. Well, I'm a little bit. There's a couple stalls here and there, a little bit repetitiveness here and there, but like I feel like I actually got something to say, how I used to when I first started. When I first started, I was kind of scared of the camera though. I didn't want to look directly in the camera because I thought it was dirt ugly. Still am, but like self-conscious thing. You just gotta talk better about yourself. You look good, you smell good, shit like that. Why is everybody grilling today? Is there a holiday today? Did I miss something? Maybe because it's summer. Like, why was nobody grilling 4th of July? Everybody grilling now, but nobody was grilling what the fuck? That shit just blew me, Twan. Yeah, but we heading back into, the cribio or whatever. Like, why is everybody grilling? What is going on? Is it like I don't know, bro. I'm like so lost. But I'm ready to go home, bro. It's a little bit hot, a little bit toasty. Go check out the Instagram, YouTube. Oh shit, we're on YouTube, dumbass. YouTube, TikTok, YouTube message. You can text me on YouTube right now. All right. It's great talking to you. Hope you're having a blessed day. Stay light. And don't forget to eat. Love ya.